Dude, did she just hit her with her own magic?
Yokoso, watashi no soul societyへ.
何か言いたそうだな。
I just sneezed my eyes open, by the way. What's up, everybody? It is True Sage, and of course, as always, it is pronounced True Sage. Alright, you guys read the title. You guys know what time it is. It is Scarlet Witch versus Zatanna, Marvel vs. DC Death Battle. Automatically, off the rip, I feel a bit disrespected. Again, if I choose between Marvel and DC, whenever I was younger, I was definitely more of a DC kind of guy. But, you know, growing up now, I probably saw more on the Marvel side. I definitely like Scarlet Witch more than Zatanna. I'm going with Scarlet Witch in this fight. As a matter of fact, when was the last time Zatanna was like even relevant? But at the same time, I don't know, I could be wrong. For once, I'm going to actually react to the full battle. I have time right now. So this is speaking too, I'm going to put a filter up over the actual video. Copyright, go crazy! Without further ado. Damn, my hair long as fuck. Let's get into the video.
久しぶりじゃな、サイファー。
指定時間黙っていても吸い込まれてし
Scarlet Witch. At the same time. Oh.
Zatanna, DC's magnificent mistress of magic.
Oh, I'm trying to fire him up.
Who wield the mystic arts like gods to reshape creation to their whims.
And there are those who just like to put on a hell of a show. Either way, don't mess with
All
him.
right.
You know what's good for you. He's Wiz.
But the last time I didn't see Zatanna was like in DC Universe Online.
To find out who would win a death battle.
I still got Scarlet Witch, y'all. And I'm not even a Scarlet Witch stan.
Though
But
we may drift day by day in a world seemingly concrete and eternal, the fabric of reality is in fact more delicate than we might dare to wonder.
Facts,
Imagine
facts.
every single iota of it, every star, galaxy, universe, all within the grasp of a single mortal woman. To control at her whim. Imagine the danger we're all in if you piss her off.
We don't
Oh yeah,
have to,
hard definitely.
Because her name is Wanda Maximoff, the Scarlet Witch.
yeah, you know her.
She and her brother Pietro were poor Romani, who were lucky enough to be
She
turned into
5'7"
superpowered
and weigh
priests by the
130, boy.
Mayan
I slam on her neck, boy.
Unable to control her
What's wrong with her?
apparently new magical abilities, it wasn't long before
Not
Wanda
Magneto's
lost
daughter.
control and was
Surprise.
branded
Not a
a
mutant.
witch.
Surprise again.
Until who would show up
Thought she
but
was
the
Magneto's
mutant
daughter.
master of magnetism himself,
That's crazy.
Magneto. Definitely giving off some big dad energy there.
So, to return Magneto's kindness, she and Pietro joined his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. Great name there, Magneto. Solid branding.
It wasn't long before she traded her supervillain creds for a membership with the Avengers, which might have been a bit too much for poor Wanda because she definitely drew the superpower short stick.
By waving her hands, Wanda could create small random events known as hexes, subtly altering the probability of any event happening.
That's a cool.
Didn't they mention hexes in
She could
WandaVision?
do, like one magic-y thing per fight and then be totally useless. An energy blast here, some telekinesis there, a force field if she's feeling frisky. Not
A force
exactly
field, she's
the
feeling
same
frisky.
group as, say, the God of Thunder or the Jolly Green World Breaker.
But
Reminder, Infinity
something
War
strange
Thor
was
stomps current
happening.
Wanda.
Over time, her hexes increased in breadth and power, as if there was more to Wanda's powers than met the eye. She learned to slow and stop time, drain and absorb energy,
Interesting.
duplicate herself and others, teleport to different dimensions, and even strip others of their powers entirely.
It was
Ooh.
almost as if there was more to Wanda than just being some random science experiment. Let's ask our resident expert on the deepest trenches of character history. Jocelyn, if you will.
In reality,
was
Wanda's
that?
powers weren't entirely the result of
She
the
knew?
High Evolutionary, nor was she the mutant daughter of Magneto, as he's claimed. Her powers weren't just some simple hexes. She might as well have been a god. Until now, she had merely been dipping her toes into the vast ocean known as chaos magic. Though her powers may have seemed to be the byproduct of science, they were in reality the gift of the Lovecraftian elder god Chthon, who attempted to turn Wanda into his
Chthon?
future vessel.
Cthulhu?
Reminds me
Who?
of my summers with the sea with old Uncle Yogg-Sothoth.
In time, Wanda discovered she could alter the probability of anything she could think of, turning a mathematical impossibility into an absolute certainty. And vice
So alter
versa.
reality.
Wanda's powers kept growing and growing, turning her into a being strong enough to rival even the mightiest of gods.
Just throw a truck at Thor.
Literally, Wanda's chaos magic is counterpart to the Phoenix Force, the embodiment of cosmic order. You know,
Oh,
that
didn't know
fiery
that.
space chicken that can destroy the universe. Wanda fought it, and even briefly erased it from existence.
At her
Interesting.
height, the Scarlet Witch achieved
So Wanda
total
over
control
Dark Phoenix?
Energy, the weather, the elements, your mind, your body, your soul, all of time, all of matter, and all of reality.
Damn.
She can wipe you from existence with a thought and rend the very fabric of the universe as though it were tissue paper.
Ooh. All that for Goku to still solo.
But the high
I'm joking.
did make her more receptive to channeling magical energy. Oh, maybe that's why Mama Boomstick always warned me about redheads.
She's so receptive, in fact, that Wanda is the lone Nexus being of the 616 reality.
Ah.
Point for the universe's magical energies, and one that belongs.
They mentioned Nexus in WandaVision and Loki.
It's no wonder she was considered a candidate for Sorcerer Supreme. I mean, shit, why wasn't she? She might as well be a walking, talking Infinity Gauntlet.
Because Doctor Strange
she may
exists.
have the power of a god, but she's still stuck with a human's body that can be overpowered by physically stronger foes. Though, she also survived being shot with a black matter bullet capable of, and I quote, world-shattering energy. So there's that.
She does technically need to be able to think of a spell in order to get it to happen, so she could theoretically be blitzed. But she's also blocked Thor's galaxy-crossing hammer, kept up with dudes
That's interesting.
like X-Man who can fight within plank time, and even amp her own speed beyond the concept of speed herself.
Despite being far and away the mightiest among Earth's mightiest heroes, Wanda resented the pressure of her incredible power. She actually wanted a quiet life as a wife.
Wait, did she defeat Dormammu?
Because no one in comics is allowed to have a happily ever after.
Oh yeah, definitely.
That life was taken from her by literal Satan. Not the last time he
Mephisto.
did this too. Wanda snapped and she took the multiverse with her.
By tapping into an inconceivable and unknowable pool of energy known as the Life Force, Wanda rewrote all of reality, creating a new universe where life was just how she wanted it.
So,
No
what's
matter
you?
whose lives she had to change. In this House of M, she had her family back, but at the cost of her sanity.
And it wasn't long before it all came crashing down around her. Once her family and friends discovered the lie of their new lives and turned against her, she uttered 3 fateful words and
No more
erased
mutants?
nearly all of mutant kind. No
More mutants. Heard about that.
Wanda weaved her magic throughout all of existence, created cracks across reality which spread throughout the Omniverse, and threatened to annihilate all of creation, the entirety of Marvel's infinite cosmology. Everything that ever was.
Shit got dark.
Damn.
And while Wanda has worked to keep her powers in check since then, that threat is always there. But honestly, that sounds more like a problem for anyone who's stupid enough to get in her way.
Both a blessing and a curse, a help and a hex. Such is the true power of the Scarlet Witch.
Huh. So Agatha really wasn't joking when she said that, you know, she should be doing way more than making breakfast and toast in the morning. How does Zatanna stack up to Scarlet Witch again?
Digital performance.
AKA magic. Except Zatanna's
She
spells aren't
5'7"
just smoke and mirrors.
127.
They're the real
Dude,
deal,
I
so
solo,
you're
bro.
really
What the
getting
fuck?
your money's worth.
She learned
Bro,
everything
get your
she
weight
knew
up,
from her
bruh.
father, Giovanni.
Get your money up, not your funny up.
His powers to good use as one of DC's very first superheroes.
No joke. He's the guy who taught Batman everything he knows about escape artistry. He debuted
Oh, wow.
the same issue as Superman, and the young Zatanna was more than happy to serve as his assistant, learning everything he knew about the cutthroat world of entertainment. Oh, and cape shit too, but the former is way worse.
Inherited her father's incredible mystical abilities as well. Essentially, anything Zatanna thinks of, she can make real. And she focuses this absurdly powerful ability by speaking her desired effect backwards. Her father based this technique on the diaries of Leonardo da Vinci, who some theorize wrote backwards in order to hide his ideas from the repressive medieval Catholic Church.
Or
What?
because he was left-handed.
Yeah, that's another theory.
What?
You hate fun.
And Zatanna's apparently big-brained enough that she has no problem speaking backwards at the drop of a hat. Like when this
Oh,
one
hell
dude
no.
kept reversing time in the middle of her sentences. She started speaking in palindromes so that she'd still be speaking backwards no matter what. I mean, you know what they say, Wiz? Go
What?
hang a salami. I'm a lasagna hug.
What?
Her magic, Zatanna has bent
Okay.
the laws of reality to her whims. She's transmuted matter on an atomic level, teleported across dimensions, commanded the elements, turned invisible, removed powers, cast illusions, read and controlled minds, traveled through and stopped time, and can even wipe people from existence with a single word.
It might not seem obvious from that hokey magic castle getup, but Zatanna is one of the most powerful sorcerers in DC. Like the time she battled the Time Tailor Zor, an old enemy.
But is she over Dr. Fate though?
You know, the angel of God's divine wrath.
In order to defeat an opponent of such unimaginable power, Zatanna focused her magical might into shattering the boundaries of reality. She reached out beyond the very comic panels themselves and pulled Zor's entire magical universe down around him. She literally handled all of reality like it was a sheet of paper and crumpled it in her hands.
Nigga, she just reached into the real world?
Comprehensibly impossible to us, but it's all a matter of belief. Literally, as long as Zatanna believes she can do something with her magic, she'll do it.
As she puts it, her magic is essentially asserting one reality, then replacing it with another. This is similar to other magical characters like Dr. Fate and Green Lantern, whose powers have been stated to work the exact same way.
But it's not like any
Green Lantern's still cooler though.
magic by wishing on a star. Zatanna is genetically predisposed to this kind of magical reality warping. Her mom was in actuality a homo magi, a subrace of humans that are naturally adept at magic.
I thought she was about to say her mom's a homosexual. I was about to say, what?
Member of both the Justice League of America and Justice League Dark. The Shadow the Hedgehog version, basically.
The Shadow the Hedgehog version.
Zatanna harnessed an entire year's worth of sunlight into a single energy blast, created ruptures across all of space and time throughout the DC multiverse, and has even claimed she's as powerful as Superman himself.
Excuse me?
Superman,
Oh,
in
okay.
case you were wondering.
Wait, which one's stronger, pre-crisis or post-crisis?
And will. In fact, her backward speaking is mostly a stagecraft tradition meant to boost her concentration.
In a pinch, she can cast a spell with a single thought, and I doubt anyone's winning a quick draw with her. She's matched superheroes like Martian Manhunter, who's scanned every mind on Earth in a blank instant. Or how about Dr. Fate, whose magic traveled across the universe at the completely immeasurable velocity of God?
Zatanna has fended off countless reality-shattering threats like the Eldritch Upside-Down Man, Primordial Darkness, that is evil incarnate, and the Void Beyond Creation, Pralaya.
This shadow goop lady ate all of DC Comics, all of creation,
Nigga, what?
everything. Gods, demons, rabbits, and spandex, everything. And Zatanna's magic was strong enough to hold her back.
And then, after secretly implanting Swamp Thing inside Pralaya, she weaved a spell within him to literally regrow all of reality back in seconds.
What the hell?
A being older than God, and then blew her ass up from the inside with a whole new omniverse.
Bro, these writers are off the perk, son. What?
Is the almighty power of Zatanna's will. Should it falter though, or should her focus be disrupted, it could all come crashing down like a house of cards. Belief is a fragile thing after all, and her powers were weakened for a time.
I don't know, Wanda.
She lost belief in herself.
I don't know, Wanda.
She's definitely
I don't know
got a
anymore,
weak
Wanda.
point. She's a huge daddy's girl.
Despite her amazing career, she has struggled within herself to live up to her father's legacy.
Bitch, you recreate the whole universe. I promise you, you're fine.
This MFer has died a lot of times, so Z's therapy can't be cheap, especially after dating John Constantine. Oh, I can just smell the lager and self-loathing from here. No, oh wait, that's me.
Questionable romance aside, Zatanna is a consummate professional raised on one singular principle. The show must go on. And
I
she'll
bet
go
she
through
recreated the
struggle,
entire omniverse. The show must go on.
innovation.
Death battle.
With magic.
Oh, okay. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know who got this. I'm still rooting for Wanda to win.
And for my first trick,
But I think Zatanna may win. This is kind of insane. I'm not gonna lie. The fight hasn't even started yet.
ta-da! You, what sort of two-bit sorceress do you think you are?
Oh, the accent. Oh my goodness. Okay, violence was so unnecessary here, but ooh.
All part of the show, folks.
I have a strange feeling Zatanna's gonna win here. Strange feeling. Still got Wanda though.
Huh?
Is that a Superman? Oh, what the? Did you just get punched in the face by Superman? Is that actually Superman?
I'd say this calls for an Avenger.
She just put the Hulk out. Oh, screw Wanda versus Zatanna. We got Superman versus Hulk. Screw all that. Oh, Wonder Woman, Thor.
Do you know the difference between you and I?
One of them was a MILF, and one was not. Oh, okay. Well, sure.
Well, I think the difference is presentation.
I was gonna go one was a MILF, but
I know a trick when I see one.
oh, hey. Boy, if her hand would have reached through and just grabbed my face, boy, imagine how fun it would have been. And she just would have just my face. Oh, my glasses. Oh, my glasses. I'm still seeing though. Oh. Damn. Oh, Wanda popping off? Oh. Bro, this is already like top 10 death battles that ever came out. Already, bro.
A disappearing act was the first thing Dad ever taught me.
And for my final trick, swish it rolls.
Wait.
No more witches.
Dude, did she just hit her with her own magic? Yeah, she say no more witches and no more bitches. What's what she to say?
And that's our show, ladies and germs.
KO! Now that's a magic trick that's to die for.
Analyzing this matchup was like walking on a tightrope. It could fall either way at any point.
Because at the end of the day, both these ladies could do basically anything with their magic. All they had to do was think and shit would happen. They were totally even. At her peak, Wanda was able to threaten the stability of all creation.
And at Zatanna's best, she was able to hold back Prolaya.
More
who could do
documents
the
showing her
exact
full power
same thing.
could counter
And
most of
despite some
Zatanna.
differences, the
There's both similar
omniversal
power and
cosmologies
strength.
of Marvel and
She has
DC
more
comics are
weaknesses.
roughly
Could counter most of Wanda
coincide
too.
in scope.
No
All that was
downside.
left for us to look at was their weaknesses.
While both were as powerful as one another, Wanda needed to tap into the life force to reach that pinnacle, and doing so threatened her sanity.
Let's take a closer look at the events surrounding House of M, where Wanda's powers were at their maximum.
Despite admitting that she
Wanda
was way
Maximoff?
stronger,
Okay,
Dr.
that's kind of a
Strange
cheap joke, I'm
managed
sorry.
to get the best of Wanda with a cool head and a spell that briefly knocked her out cold.
His wits against her mental instability were enough to turn the tide.
To be clear, this instability definitely wouldn't affect her power. She was still strong enough to create a completely new alternate reality and then erase it just as easily. What it would do is leave her open.
Also, take her No More Mutant spell. As insanely powerful as it was to affect the whole of Marvel's creation, it wasn't entirely successful. There was still a tiny portion of Earth's mutant population left unaffected, likely due to interference from Strange and Emma Frost.
Against Zatanna, who was just as strong and not losing her mind, she wouldn't be able to afford that kind of lapse, even for an instant.
On the other hand, Zatanna has managed to maintain her willpower fighting foes just as strong as the Scarlet Witch, so she didn't have the same kind of exploitable weakness.
And remember, she doesn't actually need to say her spells backwards.
It helps with her concentration, but all her spells come from her mental impulses, just
Huh.
like Wanda. She's consistently pulled off non-verbal spells in the past, even against beings as strong as Prolaya.
In the end, Z definitely had enough experience fighting smart and keeping on her toes to hang with Wanda long enough to get in a finishing blow.
While there were definitely versions of this battle that could have ended with Wanda victorious, Zatanna's cooler head and effortless magic allowed her to prevail.
I guess you could say Wanda never saw it coming. And
I didn't see that shit coming either.
Maxim off her.
The winner is Zatanna.
I had a feeling after seeing what Zatanna could do, I had a feeling they gonna have Zatanna could win.
We've launched a brand new membership program for our YouTube channel. By
I
directing
still like Wanda more.
get unique emotes, badges, and additional content, and a bunch more. Click that join button to see more info, and
What?
thanks so much for watching.
Please tell me I'm next. This is Tanjiro. Oh, fucking Jonathan Joestar, fucking dog wash Tanjiro. Please get the fuck out of here. Okay. Listen, for the guys that didn't know I don't like Demon Slayer, so we don't give a shit about this next step battle. Here's my question, comment, and concern. No one as powerful. And don't get me wrong, I knew who Zatanna was because I played DC Universe Online. I also was into DC if I was younger, so I knew who she was. But I didn't know she was that powerful. I thought she was cool too. Not more in mainstream DC kind of stuff. Why don't you give this bitch a movie? Listen. I don't know what to say other than the fact of I slammed both of them on that neck. They what, both 5'7", 130, 127. Baby, they ain't matching this right here. Thank you all so much for watching my video. Like, comment, subscribe, and as always, all support is heavily appreciated. Remember, never more. Think about the way we used to. Antibiotics don't have less of a more. We're gonna see you guys if I do see you guys. I'm out of here. Please keep it easy.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize